Hare Krishna, dear listeners. Let me ask you, when was the last time you felt stressed? Maybe it was at work when a deadline was looming, or maybe at home when relationships didn't go the way you expected. Stress is like an unwanted guest. It just keeps knocking at our door, sometimes even barging in. Stress has become so common that it feels normal. But do you know, ancient wisdom, more than 5,000 years old, directly addresses this issue. Yes, the Bhagavad Gita, spoken by Lord Shri Krishna, is not only about philosophy but also a practical manual for stress-free living. Let's go through the first case study. Arjuna's stress. Physically strong, trained warrior, undefeated in battles, but when faced with fighting his own loved ones, he collapses emotionally. Trembling body, dry mouth, weak limbs, mental confusion. He puts his bow down and says, "I will not fight." This is stress at its peak. Mental pressure so high that even the strongest person feels paralyzed. How can we relate this to modern life? We can see CEO of a company breaks down due to pressure. A student faces exam stress and goes blank in the exam hall. A homemaker struggles with expectations and feels exhausted. What do we learn from this? Stress is not about how strong you are outside. It is about how stable you are inside. So now we will discuss about the causes of stress. If you see the modern view, what do we think? Stress is caused by workload, deadlines, or lack of resources. But what is Gita's deeper view about stress? Stress is not outside. It is inside. Krishna says, when one contemplates sense objects, attachment arises. From attachment comes desire. From desire, anger. From anger, delusion. From delusion, memory loss. From memory loss, intelligence is destroyed. And from destroyed intelligence, one perishes. So stress begins with when we attach too much to outcomes. Second, we expect control over everything. This expectation is the cause of stress. So when results don't go our way, then anger, frustration, or hopelessness arises. So in modern example, what we see, we plan a perfect vacation. Let's say you plan a perfect vacation. The flight is delayed. Suddenly, stress levels shoot up. Why? Because the mind was attached to my plan must work. And the Gita says stress is equal to wrong attachment plus wrong expectations. Now, what is the solution? So we will discuss about 3 powerful solutions from Bhagavad Gita. So let's explore. These are the 3 timeless principles from Bhagavad Gita that can dissolve stress if applied sincerely. Yes, sincerely. Application is more important. Just knowing is not going to help. So number 1, do your duty. Release the outcome. This is a very powerful teaching from Bhagavad Gita, verse number 2.47. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but not to the fruits of action, because result is not in your hand. There are many other factors which decides the results. So we have only right to perform our duty, prescribed duty. So Krishna tells Arjuna, fight, but don't worry about winning or losing. How we can apply this teaching in modern life? Like a student can focus on studying and not exam marks, and a professional focus on effort, not promotion. A parent focus on giving values, not controlling the child's future. So this is what the application in modern life. And how we can do that? What is the practical tip for that? So before any task, pause and say, Krishna, I will give my best. You decide the result. This removes half of his stress instantly, because the stress is equal to clinging to results. I'll give you one example to understand it. Sachin Tendulkar often said, I never played for records. I just played my game. That mindset gave him consistency without stress. So this is the mindset we have to develop. We have to play the game, because mind, this is the greatest enemy. Verse number 6.6, Lord Shri Krishna says, for one who has conquered the mind is the best friend. For one who has failed, the mind is the greatest enemy. If our mind is not controlled, that is the greatest enemy. Please try to understand. Stress is not events. It's the restless mind reacting. And that's why Gita prescribes yoga, not just physical exercise. It's a spiritual discipline, regulation of lifestyle, meditation on Krishna. Yes, chanting the holy names of the Lord. So these are the few things if we do, regulating our life, balanced eating, sleeping, working, recreation, and we keep on meditating on Krishna. That is yoga. And chanting the holy names, like we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if we do these activities, this will help us to control our mind, to direct our mind in a positive way. So what we can do, maybe every day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, as much time you can manage, start chanting, start doing this mantra meditation, and this will calm the nervous system, improve focus, and dissolve stress. So try digital detox for 1 hour daily. Switch off devices, chant or read Bhagavad Gita. Not or, I'll say chant and read the Gita. Because reading Bhagavad Gita will raise your spiritual intelligence, and chanting will calm the nervous system, improve focus, and it will help you to dissolve all negativities or stress. Even many successful leaders like Steve Jobs and Ray Dalio, they practice meditation daily. And devotees in Krishna conscious movement worldwide experience stress-free lives through chanting. But how to do that? Yeah, that is an art. Because chanting is not just a mechanical activity, but it's connecting to self. It's connecting to the Supreme Self. And that will change the whole consciousness, the whole perspective to see this world. Right? And that is what the third point we are going to discuss. That is a spiritual perspective. You are not this body. Verse number 2.20, Krishna speaks about soul. The soul is eternal, never born, never dies. Stress comes from fear of loss, job, reputation, relationships, money. But Krishna says these are temporary. The real you, the soul, cannot be harmed. So understanding the reality that anything and everything in this material world is temporary, but the soul is eternal. Just having this clarity, this knowledge or understanding will change the whole perspective. Now you will understand that losing a job is not equal to losing yourself. Failing in exam is not failing as a person. When you anchor in soul identity, stress loses its grip. When we forget about this identity and we develop attachment to this body and anything and everything in relationship to this body, then we are bound to suffer. We are bound to suffer through stress or anxiety because we have that fear to lose. So what we can do? When you are stressed, just ask, will this matter 5 years later? or in my eternal journey as soul? This question reduces overthinking and aligns you with Krishna's plan. Just think of it. Whatever reason may be there, whatever kind of a stress you have, just ask yourself, will this matter? Maybe 1 year, 2 year, 5 years later? No, that will not help you anyway, because negative emotions will never help you, right? So I'll tell you one story. A young devotee once asked his guru, Guruji, I feel so much stress. How can I surrender? The guru gave him a small pot and filled it with water. He placed a piece of salt inside. Taste it, he said. The boy said, it's bitter. Then the guru took the same salt and threw it into a river. He asked the boy to taste the river water. It was still sweet. He said, your stress is like this salt. If your consciousness is small, like the pot, even a little stress makes life bitter. But if your consciousness expands through Gita wisdom, devotion, and Krishna connection or Krishna consciousness, then even stress dissolves in the vastness of your spiritual awareness. My dear friends, problems part of this world. But if we expand our consciousness, if we understand the reality of life, the real purpose, spiritual purpose of life, this is what expanding our consciousness, then all these small problems will not impact, will not affect, will not bewilder us. So expand consciousness with Krishna and stress will disappear. Now we will discuss about few practical stress management action plan, right? So which we can do on a daily basis, and this will help us. So number 1, daily reading. 1 verse of Bhagavad Gita every morning. Very, very important, because this reading will raise our spiritual intelligence, will help us to understand the truth of life, and based on that truth, we can manage, we can take right decision, right? And chanting mantra on a daily basis, at least 10 to 15 minutes of chanting daily. As I said, this chanting is very powerful tool. Mantra meditation. Mantra means mana iti trayate. It will deliver mind from all negativity. It will connect us to the source, and it will calm down. It will free us from negative emotions. And also the third point, that is balanced living. Regulation. Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukhaha. So regulate your food, your sleep, work, recreation, and simply by regulation, we will see so many problems gone away. Yes, my dear friends, try. Now detach from outcome. Remind yourself, I will do my duty. Krishna decides the results. Don't be attached to the result. Do not try to be a controller. Just understand that you are just an instrument in the hands of God. Do your best and live on the God rest. And 5th, a spiritual community. Associate with devotees, like-minded people who are practicing all these things, right? Because when you come in association, of course, that will help you to practice these things, and that will help you to reduce stress, because stress reduces when you are not alone. Sometimes when we are alone, that also becomes a cause of stress. So stress is universal, but so is the solution. Arjuna faced stress 5,000 years ago, and Krishna's advice is still fresh and relevant today. So key takeaways: focus on duty, not result. Number 1, control mind through yoga and mantra. Do it on a daily basis. And remember your eternal soul identity. Understand the temporary nature of this material world. Nothing is permanent. What you have today is definitely going to change, either good time or bad time. That is going to change. Having this understanding will help us to release us from stress. Yes, no situation is permanent, no circumstances permanent. Stress comes when we think I am the doer. Peace comes when we realize Krishna is the doer, I am his servant. And that is what we practice in Krishna consciousness. This is what our eternal relationship with Krishna. Just having understanding about this relationship or living life in this relationship will help us to be free from all stress, anxiety. Because devotees in Krishna consciousness, they know that I am not the doer. I'm just an instrument in the hands of God. Do your best. Live on the God rest. Please have faith that Krishna has a better plan. Our plan may fail, but Krishna has a better plan. And if we have this faith and do our duty, prescribed duty, definitely that will help us to grow. That will help us to achieve success without stress. So I invite you for an action today itself. Pick one verse from the Gita, chant one round of Hare Krishna, or consciously let go of results in one task. Try it and you will feel the stress melting away. Hare Krishna. May the wisdom of the Gita guide you to peace, clarity, and devotion. Thank you so much. See you next. Hare Krishna.